Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily. I'm 34 years old and I live in Sweden. I do beauty content, although it doesn't happen very often. But today I want to show you my highlight collection. I've already shown you my bronzer and blushes, so it's time for highlights. So if you want to see that, then just please keep on watching. I thought that we could start out with palettes. And a little disclaimer, I have quite a lot of highlighters actually, and I am going to declutter my collection during 2023, so a lot of these might go then. But yeah, I have this is the Revolution and Soph highlighting palette, and it is totally broken, and as you can see I've actually used one shade a lot. I do really love this palette. It is currently in my Shop My stash for December, and that's because it's getting so old that I think I'm actually going to toss it. I'm actually going to toss it away during my declutter, so I want to get the most use out of that. Also in my Shop My stash is the Oden's Eye Solmåne highlighter palette. It looks like this. I love this. I think it's gorgeous. I know that they now have single highlighters. I got interrupted by my husband calling Lottie London Shimmer Squad in Holographic Haul. This is a highlighting palette with a green, a bluish, a grayish and a pinkish. This is also getting a few years old, but I'm keeping it for now. The Makeup Revolution Supreme Highlighter in Ice. I keep this because of that shade. I do really like that shade in my inner corners when I do a certain look, so yeah. Then I have this is the Catrice Clean ID Mineral Highlighting Palette in Rose Gold. I thought that this was okay. Then I have two from Flower Beauty. I have one with a blush in it, and it's the Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette in light to medium. I accidentally broke the bronzer in this. But there's the highlight. As you can see, I've used it. I think Flower Beauty highlighters are amazing. I also have the Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette by Flower Beauty. It's kind of the same as the other one. It looks like this, and these are really intense highlighters, you could say. Really pretty. And then my last palette is it's a duo actually. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Films for Bronze and Glow. And that is the highlight, and it is what I'm wearing on my face today actually. And that is in Shop My stash. Also in Shop My stash I have the Wet n Wild Bloom Time highlighter, which is a peachy one. As you can see, I've hit pan, so I really like it. And Wet n Wild Precious Petals. I thought that this was too golden for me, but actually if I use a light hand and kind of shear it out, it looks quite good even on the cheeks. Those are in Shop My stash as well. Then we can move on to this. I have the Catrice High Glow Mineral Highlighting Powder in number 10 Light Infusion. It just looks like this, super pretty. I have the Clinique Solar Pop Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in Lunar Pop, sorry. It is one of my favorites. As you can see, I've used quite a lot of it. I have the Halo highlighter from AOA Studio in the shade Desire. The Laura Geller Peach Glow. This is getting a few years old as well, unfortunately. It still swatches pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. I have the Pixie and Aspen Onward Glowy Powder in London Luster. Looks like this. I've used a lot of it as well. I have the Skin Glazing from Nabla in Ozone. I have the Wet n Wild Botanic Dream, which is a purple highlighter. It's super pretty, but I haven't really used it on my face, but maybe I should with a light hand. And the last one in this, it's the By Terry Impervious Pearlescent Glow. This is actually probably 7 years old or something like that. So this I am going to declutter now, even though it's By Terry, but I haven't used it in a fairly long time. Moving on to the next container. This is the Technic Get Gorgeous highlighting powder. I've actually hit pan in this, and this is super old as well, but it used to be one of my favorites. I have the Blossom Glow from Wet n Wild, also hit pan. So you can see that in some of my highlights I have hit pan because I do really like them. And in some I barely use, so I need to do a declutter. Then I have the Milani Strobe Light highlighter. I have 2 from Colourpop. I have 4 from Colourpop. I have Flexitarian. I have Hippo. It's a purpley one. I have Honeymoon, which is a, as you can see, a blue shift one. It is super pretty, and the formula is still great. But I barely ever use it. There you have that. But I should use it as an unicorn highlight. And then the last from Colourpop is the Stole the Show, which looks like this. I've had these for several years, but they still have impeccable quality actually. And I had to pause again because I heard a child crying and I thought it was Matilda, but it wasn't. I have this AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Highlighter in Tiara. I have the Becca Moonstone. I'm about to hit pan in this. These are discontinued because Becca is no longer a brand, but I love them, so I don't want to get rid of them at all. And this is the Vanilla Quartz. It's probably my favorite from all of my Becca ones. I also have Pearl, which is a lighter one, and then I have Rose Quartz. I need to bring these out again soon. I have another one from Milani. This is the Dolce Perla Baked Highlighter. I do actually love this. It's one of my favorites. I have a highlighting pen from Lord & Berry it's a strobing pencil. It just looks like that. I have one liquid highlighter from Lumine. It's the Lumine Invisible Illumination Instant Illuminizer in Midnight Sun. This is really old. I think that I'm going to declutter this when it's time. I have a loose highlighter from Kicks in Rose Gold. This is no longer available. They are now Beauty Act, but it's really pretty. I have the Wet n Wild You Glow Girl highlighter. It's a loose one as well. It is super pretty, but I find that it's quite hard to use loose highlighters. I have another one from Wet n Wild in I'm So Lit. It's a bit more of a glittery form. Glittery. There is You're So Lit. It's super pretty, don't get me wrong. I just don't know when I'm going to use it. And then I have another one from Nabla. This is Privilege. This is my favorite, as you can see. I'm going to eat pan soon, I think. And then I have a H&M one in Delicate Pearl. If I can open it. It looks like this. I think I have more from H&M. But I did do a declutter not that long ago, and I don't know if I decluttered some then. Just going to move that. And then here's my last container with highlighters. I have two from Ofra that I barely ever use. I have Pillow Talk, which is the pink one. And then I also have Glazed Donut, which is the more lighter one. These are really beaming, and I'm not into that kind of highlighter anymore. I have the Ciati Solstice highlighter. It's a duochrome, or a pink one that goes, you can see it. It is really pretty, but it's not a face. There it is. It's not a face highlighter for me, and I'm not sure. I have the Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. I remember when everybody used to rave about these. These are a little bit too dark for me, but I use them anyway. These are getting a few years old, but I do really like it. It's kind of that in your face highlighter. I have this is quite new to me. I bought it pre-owned. This is the MAC Postmodernist Peach Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And I do believe that this is super pretty. It's totally my kind of highlight. It's that peachy, I don't know if you can see that there. It is super pretty. Then I have this from Juvia's. It's the Tribe Volume 3 highlighter. I have this really old highlighter from Duke. I don't know how to pronounce it. It used to be one of my favorite, but now it has kind of dried up a bit. I have a Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in Supreme Rose Beam. It's also one of my newer ones to my collection. Do really like that. I have some more from Laura Geller. I have the Charming Pink one and the Diamond Dust. And Diamond Dust is a, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a really strong pink highlighter. Then I have one from Kiko Milano. This is the Glow Fusion Powder Highlight in number 1. As you can see, hopefully I have quite a, I don't know if you can see that, I have quite a dent in mine. It's one of my favorite highlighters. Then I have two highlighters from K Beauty brands. I have the Prism highlighter, Clio Prism highlighter Duo in Cream Fizz. It looks like this. It is super pretty. I also have the Misha Ital Prism in Touch of Light. I have a Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Foil 7-day weekend and poolside. This is in my highlighter drawer, but I have used it as a blush. I have this really old Too Faced Candlelight Glow. It doesn't look like this anymore, and it's probably more than 10 years old. This is going in my nostalgic bin. I have another one from H&M in Moonlit Halo. This is also that kind of pinky shift. I have another one from AOA Studio in Blissful. I have a UA highlighter in Citrine Rose. Oh, in Citrine. This looks really dark. And when I swatch it, it swatches pretty dark. There you have that. But if I share it out, then it's super pretty. I need to take this out. I haven't used it in a really long time. I have a e.l.f. white gold highlighter. Haven't used this in a really long time as well, but if I remember correctly, I do really like it. Yeah, there it is. Super pretty. And then my last two highlighters are Benefit highlighters. I have the Tickle one. It is a dark rose to gold. And then I have Cookie. That looks like this. But I am missing some. I am missing this. This is the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle, and I have Hit Pan. It's a more subtle highlight. And there you have it. There you have my highlight collection. As I said, I'm probably, not probably, I am going to do a declutter in 2023. And then I will get rid of very, very much. I will throw away the things that are old, and I will give away to my friends the things that people can still use, because I don't know, I have so much stuff that is old and I don't want to hoard it the same way that I have. Leave a comment down below if you saw anything you really like, or if you saw something that you also own and really love. Please do subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. If you click on the notification bell, you will get notified every time I upload, and I don't upload very often at all. I have a full-time job. Right now I'm studying 2 nights a week, and I have a toddler. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and until I make another one, you guys, please take care. Bye!